Hello. Not as late as I thought I was going to be. Alright, there, it's working. Just 20 seconds, right? Yeah, alright. I did want to ask, because, shoot, the people here a lot. Because right now, I mean, I still have my audio just set to whatever feels right. And not just in terms of balance between music and, like, SFM and me, but even in just general for, like, audio with other things that are running. Is everything okay right now? Because, like, I have, like, mic set to, like, 60% and, like, my normal audio set to 70%. So I don't know if there's a balance or if I should just turn myself up in general. I usually have this mic is usually a lot louder, so I turn the mic down a lot more. If I use my other headset, I usually have my mic up all the way. If people think it sounds okay, I'm just not sure. It's what it seems to work for me, and I just don't want to make my music blow me out or something, so I will let it go then. Okay, things are kind of balanced. Yeah, and I know it kind of depends because I know this could be so one loudness. And actually, I wanted to look through here because now that I've had, because after the stream I shut it down and I didn't touch it again until right now. So I want to see how things are looking with what I did yesterday. I want to make sure everything's, because once you get a fresh eye to it, you never know. I don't think I did anything with those shots. So for rendered, that one does look good still. If anything else, let's see here. I'm going to dumb down the stair light a little bit. I want it to be naturally lit, not excessively lit. And I have to render this shot to see how that looks in render, because there's a lot of stuff going on now, so I want to make sure it's not going to seem like flashy or something. Yeah, I use my other mic just because it's noise cancellation. Usually that's only if my roommate's home, because otherwise you can hear like everything he does too. So, but I might actually, I'm going to try to remember next time to play with the settings. I might be able to get it up a little bit higher. He might be around this Friday, so as a warning, I'm not sure. He had to work Sunday, so they might be working off an extra day. I feel that back wall's too lit now on this. Dark doesn't make sense, but I think I just want to subtly lit. Yeah, that might be a better balance on it. Because if I make this too bright, like if I go bam, they don't really stand out, and I want them to pop. So I'm just going to put a little bit more subtle. That music might be a bit loud. There. Oh yeah, you. I forgot you had sent me the updated texture, or not textures, models, didn't you? I'm not too worried about that right now. Did that break the mannequins again? I'm curious. Yes, I think it did. Alright. Oh, it looks fine, no, but I don't think she is. No, they're busted. They shouldn't have that overall, like, dotty look. It seems like it's almost inverting. No, but I don't think I don't unless you think that it's something to do with the model fixes that. I know a way to fix it. It's annoying, and I'm not really worried about it right now. Holy Jesus. Yeah, the eyes I wasn't too worried about, but I do agree that having them be more consistent would make it seem like the eyes blend better. Even right now with how the lighting is separated from them is a little bit weird, because it's like very, very different. But unless you actually compiled it to include the eyes in with the model, which would kind of defeat the purpose of them a little bit, can't do much about that, so not worried about it. So how does it? Yeah, the eye light thing works. And I do plan, and I plan to, though who knows if I will, render these shots with these windows. I want to dumb them down so they're not so bright, but I have to re-render the map to do that, or re-encode it, or whatever you call that. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the model, because I know it's nothing to do with that model, because now if I go to Fluttershy, any of the models that I had done that with are also broken, so it has to do with the overrides and bump maps. Otherwise, these models would have been fine. So it's nothing to do with the dummy models themselves. It's nothing to do with you. It's just about maps. But that's why all I have to do is make a dummy bump map. So like, really, I can do that right now. Because it fixed it when I put the bump maps over the ones that were broken, or looked broken. So I just have to give them bump maps. So. But even if I modified the VMT directly, it's fine until I look at the ones that are overwritten. Yeah, I tried making it so that it had a default bump map, but it really wasn't a bump map. So I can get rid of that. Oops. But no, I don't think I changed anything otherwise. It's just an override problem. So I think I want to make this black or white. Dark is where it's going to make it, and so I want to make it white. I'll just call it, well, I want to call it dummy because it's not something needed, but then it also confuses it with the dummies. Dummy. Do I need to come up with the VMT for? No, I don't. I wonder if I can cheek in the folder open here. I can. Okay, so that's. I don't have that open for if I need it. Let's see if I can fix this. So it's going to be a really weird workaround to a glitch, but if it works, I don't care. Because really all a bump map is just a white texture with the dark areas that say how to have the light interact with it. Well, I said there's a TGA. I didn't actually do anything beyond that. Probably should do that too. Why do I keep putting a B in there? Alright. Oh, no, her body didn't have one. What am I doing? Go away. Did I break your body? I think I broke her body. I bet you I can... Oh, I should be able to reload that to fix it. So, but no, it was her hair. I almost put a B again. It's like she has like a horrible black eye. Who beat you, Fluttershy? Who did it? Yeah, that seemed to fix it, so. Now to make sure. I'm going to reload everything now and make sure that if I go do this, go to another thing and come back, it still fixes it. That's why she hides her mane over that eye, because she was beaten. Okay, so she looks okay now. Now we go to a shot that has not dead pwn. Be the one just before this one. Right? Yes. Okay, now we go back to the shot. Yes, her mane is fixed. Haha! I cheat. I keep wanting to put a B. What is wrong with me? I've had to just like forcibly stop myself. Like I can't. There's got to be. What do I type so often that I want to put a B there? Okay, so that fixes. Yeah, that fixes Fluttershy. And then we got Pinkie Pie. That's just her 2 mains. It's literally every time I do it. I almost type it every time. What is? I think map and ump or something are so close that I just think I'm trying to spell bump again. Okay. Freaking Twilight, her main. Dirt. Dirt. So yes, so I've cured Fluttershy's abuse. She is no longer abused. Okay, so we have this shot. Pinkie's only really. Actually I should probably fix where Pinkie's coming up because she's kind of like. I think she's fine where she is. We don't need Pinkie. She is dead. I hope you have fun. I liked the Pinkie. The Pinkie is now dead. Oops. I know I'm gonna accidentally type that at least once. Did I delete? I think I deleted her hair by accident. Yes, I did. Whoopsie. Let's try this again. Okay, so I was showing somebody that the stream compilation that I did, and there was when it came to the part where it was Rainbow Dash like driving the go-kart around around Twilight when it said dead. The guy was watching it at the same time. He goes, dead! And I'm like, you're like other people. You're so... That's funny. Is there a way to just... I wonder if I'm going to try something. Map. Whoops. No, don't change that. Can I just copy... and paste the entire thing to it? Can I redo that quick? No, I can't. Oh no, it just copies the text. Ah, that's stupid. Thought maybe I could copy the whole property and just paste it there. But But technically I still have to insert it first. That kind of just ruins any of the save time. Okay, so now Fluttershy and Pinky are fixed here. I really want to play with that shot. I love this shot. I think it's really detailed, but those windows just don't feel like they're streaming light in. Hello. Oh, look at face. He's like, hi. Oh, crap. Like, that was because originally it was like this, so that made more sense. But when I brought it in, and that does show that normally, like when you think movies, when you watch them, you're like, well, why don't they just do a full screen? You're missing out on stuff. In general, really, there's not much that goes in on the top and bottom. So, like, at most of this video, I haven't had to modify the shots because it already is all in the center bits anyway. But I'm not here to fix that part. I'm here to fix... Though, in a way, it's actually kind of cool having their like... She kind of looks like... Actually, I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what I was thinking there. Miss Spike Guy! I was going through and I was reorganizing stuff. Because... Oh, no friends isn't in there. Let me fix this. Wow. Broken. Let's move friends down. Friends. Not dead. Now they're on the shot. And I was going through and I was cleaning stuff up and I kept running across stuff. And I've been working on this for so damn long that I keep forgetting things that I do. I don't know. It was quite entertaining to go back and watch them again. Air front. I know this is very exciting, but these are shots that I actually want to work on here. So I want to make sure that at least the shots that I want to work on are looking correct. Kind of gives her a different personality feel when she has the checkers. Okay, and then and the thing is I'm going. I have to have other models or technically all the models are going to have that done, because I have to have a shot. Well, I technically should, and I want to actually do it so that the cracks are brightly lit instead. And I don't know. Yeah, actually, I can do that with bump maps. If I change the brightness factor like to an extreme amount and maybe invert it, I might be able to make glowing cracks. But that's for another day. Or come on. There we go. That fixes that one. I think I only have one more shot with them, and that's this one. Wait, I called that final lighting for this shot? I'm going back and looking at these, and I'm like disappointed in myself. Like this doesn't. I don't like the lighting in this anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's just with the comparison to other stuff, or that the fact that they have effed up hair. That might do it too. That's for shy. easier just to say add attribute, Q angle, and then select it from here. And no, not really. What is a Q angle? I really want to go through and actually, I think I missed something on her. Yeah. Oh, I added the bone map, but just hadn't actually pasted it. There we go. No, I don't need this anymore. I don't need these anymore. I do need to do some more cleanup because when I get to render phase, I want to make sure that everything is optimal for it. So I'm feeling some of these renders are going to take so long. Okay. Push it open only shots I had to worry about. Like even here, I don't need any of these. It's funny, I'm trying to make efficiency, but in doing so, I'm keeping every shot that involves dead and whatever the hell else I've decided to make along the way. Those are important. Okay, so I'm not bothering with this shot quite yet. The overly complex ones I'm not worried about. I want to just try to get everything set for renders. So this shot was done, but I want to add in some God beams. So where's a shot I can copy from? Copy from this one, though the colors are going to be wrong. Well, kind of. A lot of those light rays are actually taking the light from the volumetrics, so it's kind of like a dynamic light rays, like you can see here. Probably don't need that one or that one. Those are set specifically for that other shot, but okay, what in this shot can I get rid of? Particle holder? Okay, don't need the base twilight. Highlight, active lights, sent through window. All the window rim lights. Why are those still here? Those are all. I don't need any of those. Go away. The window combined light, I'm pretty sure is the one that goes across both. It's also the go away. Going through windows are fine. Statue room props, flowers, yes I need those. Where's the okay. That's much better. Okay, so now I got to get these light rays set up. So, and this is the same between these two shots, which is going to be really annoying. So I can probably get rid of the same lights here. This one. And all that stupid actor stuff. Actor, that's got to stay. Don't need the pentagram because it's not visible in the shot. I don't think it is anyway. Dead. Yeah, I can wipe now. That's the important thing, is being able to wipe between these shots very cleanly. Makes a big difference. Okay, but just no, actually I cleaned that one up. That's good. I had thoughts. So Rock it out. Is her hair in? But it's animated. Good. Alright, so I need to grab the light rays and ignore the glowing spots. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one and just use the one for now. So this one is definitely not yellow enough, but if I turn it, does it become yellow? No, it does not. But I probably want strong beams, which is going to be this. Shrink that so it's higher quality. Put it back to about here, maybe? Because the camera is showing theirs. About that. That. I'm gonna ignore those bright spots. Still too big. I have a feeling that there's going to be some people. No, not maybe. That there is going to be people that are going to complain and say that, well, why are the lights coming straight through the windows here? But in these previous shots, the light's coming from behind and out the sides of the window. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to sell them magical ponies. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think I want to put those at a steeper angle, though. Her lights. There's actually none interacting with her, not with the light. Okay, that's nice, convenient. This is made to be bluer. I need to make this really bright. I'm gonna do 5, 5, 3. With that, maybe make it just a little bigger. Ah, there we go. Now it's in the light. She's actually out of the sunlight there. Yeah, basically that's what it comes down to. If you, well, I mean, there's like CinemaSins. If you actually look into the movies, into a movie, like pay attention to like every scene, you'll notice there's a lot of inconsistencies. But sometimes it just doesn't matter because nobody's going to know, and even if they do, the amount of people that do is not worth it. So just whatever it takes to just make it look the way that you want it to make it look, and then that's it. Who cares otherwise? Okay, so I can make this an uber light for the highlight. I'm just going to increase the edges a little bit so that I ensure that it's nice and smooth. And then increase that cut on so that I'm not hitting the volumetric, so, but I'm still hitting her. I'll probably up that a bit too. Okay. And still think those beams need to be a bit brighter. I'm going to say 2.5 times. So that's 12, 12, 9. Needs to be yellower. 5. Okay, so that's nice for strong beams. Now I want to make it so there's some fadey ones. Increase the size of those. Because he's got to go higher. Okay. It's going to be mostly half as much. With how bright those are, it now makes it so that she's not lit that well, but I like the way she's lit, so I'm going to dumb it out in this one a bit. Let's do 994. Let's do 33, 1.25. One thing I don't like is when the camera turns here, this little light beam kind of like dissolves into itself quick. I don't want that. If I turn it like this, that one works because it gets small, but it doesn't actually get eaten. If anything, I have an idea. Well, let's take this entire thing. For this period of time, rotate it just slightly, because the camera is consistent and won't be noticeable. Yeah! Cheating. I could cheat this. Wow. I think I hit the wrong button. That works. It doesn't really feel like a bright beams though. But also I feel like it probably should make it brighter across her head. Where does the rim come from? From there. That's not where I want the rim. I want the rim from up here. You know what though? I like how it hits her face there, but I guess yeah, it doesn't make much sense either. Upper ambient just a bit. Wanted to keep it be a little darker. Maybe bring the man around here. Look at where it is. And I think when I do the eyes, that should help that a lot. I have no idea what Tasmanian tiger game is. I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the lighting before doing the eyes because eyes are annoying. So I'm going to save it for last and then just hate myself. This bookmark is not in the right spot. Did I change something here? really need to add something to that. It just doesn't seem like a good transition. Okay, so light rays wise, between these two shots, it's fine. These lights are all different, or all her lights are different anyway. The only other thing is to do like I did on these other shots. Right here. I'll put this little volumetric on the edge of the screen. Get 100, 400. Yeah, a lot more control. Okay. Oh, it did more than I wanted it to. I think I broke it too. Yes, I did. Alright, gotta redo it again. But I know what I wanted. That's already done. Well, maybe I don't. How the camera turns, it shouldn't be leaving that white area. Oh, it's moving forward. Aha! I can move the volumetric with it, that's fine. So I gotta get a matching color. Okay. So that should work. That just gives that illusion of the light coming from that side, so it's brighter there, focusing down on her. The only reason I kind of want to increase the brightness on her is when I actually go into editing and post, I don't know if it might be that when I make things darker and lighter, it might make her too dark overall. So I kind of want to increase her brightness just to fix that right now. Or I really just think her highlight kind of gets lost here. So I think that's the same light that lights her butt right here. No, it's not. So I really can't even see it. Yeah, that looks a little better. So just give that little edge right there. It helps portray the third dimension there. So it gives an element of 3 dimensions anyway. Nah, it's gonna do it right there. Something like a cutie mark there, but maybe you have time. The volumetric's got to be in this shot, but only so ever so slightly. I should probably copy paste the highlight from this one. This one. Dead. That's not what I wanted. But actually, I did want that, so I want that and those. I don't really concern about the consistency and lighting between those. I'm going to turn off dead for now because it's hard to judge everything. Like, as of right now, she's not actually well positioned. So, do the camera work here for these? I do kind of wish I had the ground showing, but that'll work. So the main camera doesn't work like this. I gotta move here. Camera just suddenly stops moving at some point. A little bit. Kind of like a wobble thing right here. And is in terms of like having it so that her Twilight's cutie mark is actually like lit during it. Could have kind of had a nice effect, but Okay, so how is she doing here? I don't really like some of the way that this is lit, but I'm probably not going to be able to worry about it. For now, let's just get the lighting done. For the volumetrics, it needs to come up from this side. I like that. If anything, make it a little brighter. Like that, okay. Light rays. I don't want the big one, I just want the small one. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do light rays with this. Oh, I'm trying to move them from the camera. It doesn't work that way. That's one thing I don't like about working with the light rays like this. Now, the light rays are a problem here because since they're a model, they actually clip, and it is pretty obvious they clip. I wonder if where's the a version that was, yeah, there it is. This was the floor that was modified so that the bits came up higher, so everything's more noticeable. Looks more like a floor and less like caverns. Puns are... I love puns. Alright, get back to these. I keep trying to drag them like I'm... Okay. I think I'm going to have to make these really, really tiny instead. Oh no, or just overlay them in front of the camera. That might actually work the best. Because anything I do to have it touch the floor, you're gonna see it interacting with the floor and literally like clipping. I don't like that. Or clipping her. And you get that effect. I don't want that. So I think I might actually put all the lights in front of her. I guess. There is a light that is hitting her and being lit by player main. Oh. Her highlight, okay. What the hell is this light actually doing? Well, I'm glad I have this here ambient light that's lighting nothing. Gives a little bit of extra definition there. And does that destroy the light rays? Not really. But that does balance them out a bit more. I can work with that. Want more clear areas though, so like this might work better. Okay, if I pull that close, it's going to clip her tail. And I don't mind it clipping something as long as it's not a noticeable clip, or it's hidden enough. But I don't want everything being cascaded with the color. I like having little gaps where everything's normal. It makes it feel more realistic. So like that might feel a little better. But then the ground doesn't feel well enough lit. I can't really increase the max on this without really destroying the lighting on Twilight. I like the quality of the shadows with that, but if I drop the attempt to make them a little more visible, I think the sun's, this is the rays, so really that's the only thing lighting this area. Yep, but it's probably one of these lights that's destroying the shadows. Yep. How dark is your shadow without any lights? Still not that great. How far away is this one? Oh, this light's far away, but the shot doesn't require much, so I can make this much closer. There, that's the defined shadows I want. But why is make gone with sharp lighting? Yeah, because it doesn't do it because I shut it off. Guess that's much better shadows, but not really what I'm looking for still. If I drop the light a bit. Oops. A little better. So the min is 2, so I'm going to do this as 10, 1, 1, 10, 5. The tighter the lighting, the better the coloration should be. I put it really far away for that reason too. That should be good. Just ready to put this up to much higher values now. Okay, and I'll try everything else back on. There, that's a little bit better with the shadow department. Now she still feels overly bright overall. Drop her ambience a bit. Drop her main a little bit. Also, I thought it's actually like really acting weird with the lighting. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wow. What is it doing? It's so cool. I don't know what happened, but I like it. I think if I just do this, I'm gonna get closer. Should work. Lighting is being broken up here though. That's because of the window. I don't want that. We're going to fix this by choosing all the lights, camera, everything actually. I'm just going to move it over a little bit. Get rid of that shadow back there. From this angle, it doesn't really matter. I think the only problem right now with the shot is that her back main right here is not lit at all. Wall. Gore. I'm going to take her rim light. Let's see if I can find a place to put on her just her back main to make this work. Just to, you know, even if it's just not even for a main light, but an ambient, just something. to see if I can do this with this big light. I mean, no, it's going to be way too much of the light. Can I drop the max to do it? Nope. Well, you know what? I can do it like this. Yeah, that works. What I want to try to do is, because right now it's implied that it's lit behind her, but when she drops, by darkening the area back here, it implies more that the light is not that the area back here is dark, but that the area back there is not as bright. It's the same thing like when you walk inside after being outside, everything inside is dark. You walk outside, or inside back out to outside, you can be everything out there is bright. The difference in brightness is what matters. I don't know if lower these stars anymore. That's the shadow's still there, even if I don't have the model there. That's pretty funny. Let's turn blue as low as I can get it. That's kind of. I'm not worried about it. The shadow is kind of a cool effect. And that rim light on her back there is not orange enough. Kind of seems white. It's just a light that gives that extra little, it's tiny light, but otherwise, without having a little bit there, it feels like the main's just kind of disappearing. Like it looks like a shadow behind her head, and I don't want that. So that's what that's for. I'll say that that's good for now. Oh, but you know what? Shadow's doing that little fade thing there. When the shadow filter size is high enough, it goes away. Well, at that point, that it starts appearing. At that point, that's really noticeable. What is causing it? That's not the cause. Because I made it super tiny. Part of one anyway. I like the shadows how they are. No. What I mean by the lines, if you look really closely in here, you can see there's shadowed lines that are going across here. Right. At the microscopic level. I know a way to fix it, but it would make the render take super long, so I don't want to do that. Actually, if I increase the amount of renders, does it get rid of them? It doesn't do it on Twilight, just on the ground. I might keep it because it creates like an artificial effect of it that when there's never really a shot that gets that close otherwise, it kind of creates an effect that there's a texture to it that normally isn't there. So I think that's kind of neat. Illusions. Okay, her eyes aren't open here. But is there consistency in the lighting between these two? I'm gonna say sure. I'm gonna say this one's done for now. I like lots of things. It's not there's not just ponies, but it's really hard to like state for sure. You know what really hurt? I do kind of play the eyes a little bit there, but it's kind of actually not bad otherwise. That lots of stuff, but it's like hard to list. I'm also like as most bronies apparently. I am also a Doctor Who fan. I don't want to put that in your face. I really can't do anything around it for the brightness factor. Brightness factor. Oh, this is Twilight. Academy. Oh, heck yeah, NASCAR's my homeboy. I love me some NASCAR. I get up on a Saturday morning, I'm like, oh yeah, crack open a beer, and then watch some cars take a left turn. Yeehaw. I'm not a hillbilly. I'm from the north. I mean, that's about, about as far from a hillbilly as you can get. Our elevation, we barely have hills. The whole state, the elevation changes maybe like 400 feet. Plus, you can't really insult hillbillies. They kind of insult themselves. Dead. Why is this rotating? I didn't tell you to rotate. Yeah, it's better. I think I just bitched out a light. Yeah. I made a mistake last time I did anything like that. Turn off global. I think it's a Mrs. Cake model, but Mr. Cake, it's really Mr. Cake is a little bit more difficult. There's not really a base to work on because he's the lankier type of pony, and there's really no lanky pony models to work from. So I think that'll work, but I need to dumb it down. Okay, and I think I need a brighter rim coming over here. Or what do you call that? Highlight. Group. Call this light rays. Light right. Must have correct capitals, or Twilight will be angry. Like wrong spelling. It's not working. It's not even the right Twilight. No, that's Applejack. I am all wrongs. It's not even funny anymore. I ruined it. Okay. Applejack, stop it. The ground is eating you. Alright, because she's not visible. Let's make her have down. She's gonna have there. That's precious. Applejack intensifies. Heavy breathing. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna like. Wait, I know I was doing something. I was increasing the highlight. Okay. It works up until Applejack crosses over because I don't want that lit so much there. So I think I need to bring in the light that's going to come over from that side. Because right now she doesn't seem correctly lit. Or she doesn't feel correctly lit. But a lot of it is because the light's coming at her face, which I think means I have to apply something with the lighting to make that balanced. I don't want to play with the volumetric light if I don't need to. Dude, that's cry. I don't want that. That almost works just like as I put it, actually. I was thinking of putting on her other side, but that's where her face is, so I think I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep it like this so I can have more control over its positioning. I want to have it come from above a little more. I'm going to narrow it down. Like this, maybe? Let's start with the low one. I might just keep it like that for now. Maybe turn up some of those light rays a little more to make them more pronounced, being that they're kind of fading back there now. So that's going to be highlight, the normal highlight. I think that's hitting her there. Yep. Because this gives the feeling it's bright over here, but since it's darker down her face right here, and like her eye is eating the ground, it's nice because it's actually applies that lower lighting bit. Her eye in this shot, I think adding a light could do a lot for it. But again, I'm working my way through doing non-eye parts. Oh, the eyes for this part are gonna suck balls. That's... damn it. What do I have pasted right now? Volumetric light. I kind of want that, but eventually. If anybody's gonna be number one, it's Rainbow Dash. No more number ones. No other number ones. Jesus Christ. So many lights in this shot. I'm surprised the volumetric lights are actually behaving. They should... So many lights, they're just speckled. So you get small little explosions. Actually, that's not even the window, it's in the shot. This way. Really hard to see what that was. I think it's the pedestal lights that are doing that. It's this one. So, yes. Hello. Okay, so this I need to move a little bit. Where's my actors? A little bit to the outside here. Go up there. So I want to be able to cut this off. Do it there, and then cut off. So that should work. And then to increase the intensity to make up for the difference. Okay. And then this other one. Well, plus to me the best pony discussion is basically a let's start a conversation about why my pony is best, and usually such being the intent of the asker, not the askee. So, or to start a dispute on it. So to me, it's a really stupid discussion in general. They're all whatever. Best pony is ponies. Success. just a shot with all of them, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's Best Pony is I consider a joke, and plus it depends on the time. I originally used to be a Book Horse fan, but I kind of shifted over to more of a Rainbow Dash one after certain episodes and reading certain like stories, and mainly because of how some other stories will portray the character differently and make you look at them in a different light. And so I tend to like to read stories that have Rainbow Dash in them just because of so not as much the portrayal of her character as her character, but because the show to me doesn't really kind of, I think, hide some of the more extreme parts of her trait, like yeah, she's loyal, but there's other aspects to being loyal too. Is there thing on this there? I don't think it's going to matter because I think Fluttershy's in the way anyway. But no, it's I still like Twilight stuff, but things change. So you can't say best now and then like change it and say, oh, now this is best. And I know I used to call you a dumbass for not believing me, but and to me, it's not as much. Best Pony tends to be if you have only a limited time to watch one episode, it's probably going to be an episode that revolves around what you consider to be Best Pony. And because some of my favorite episodes have revolve around Rainbow Dash. And so a lot of it, that's... so it's not as much, too, about Best Pony as it is which do I like to watch. I guess I'll have to actually put that in the window. To make sure that's not clipping through the actors. Let's shrink this down and use a couple different versions of it. Do it like this. Somebody just discarded to talk about Best Ponies. There we go, that's a bit better. Still shows how bad the lighting is here. Okay, so that window... It's kind of like they're walking out from, like, heaven. They have come and risen. So I need to increase people's ambience here. So they are sharing one. Rainbow Dash in general needs more lighting. But I think actually a lot of it is her eyes. Probably more from her rim. That helped. And I think she needs... Does she have a main light? Yeah, she does. There we go. I might need to split off her ambient though, so she gets better lit on that side. But Applejack, ambient. Her in general is pretty well lit. I just got to get it better balanced. Okay. Fluttershy needs to be a little bit more lighting. Pinky, I really don't care too much about because Pinky, she actually kind of fits just like she is. If anything, maybe a little brighter on her rims. No, it's fine. I thought she had another one. Was that the highlight? That highlight there. That's better balanced. Yeah, that might work out pretty good. I think some of the reason I think I need to add another light over here. Or not another light, but that for sunbeams. Ponies. Yes, it is the... They're adding god beams for ponies. And I don't want that one. This one. So what that light's put should be in this windowsill, but I really don't need that. Window rim light. So I'm going to take these lights out. I'm going to group some of these with Twilight, Rainbow, Piggy, Applejack, Fluttershy, Twilight, Highlight. No, I didn't want to light. Damn it. With all these lights, as soon as I add the lights for their eyes, this is going to get enormous for lights, and I have a feeling it's going to break. Okay, that should be a little easier now. Alright, turn off all lights. Turn off light rays. Now, that light doesn't do shit, so there's no point in having it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You're not doing anything, you stupid lights. Is there any... This one I can kind of make see, so we're going to see if we can keep this one. I'll do like that. This one, yeah, screw this. Delete, copy. Let's do that. I'm too lazy to rename twice. so that's that light. Ambient. Okay, so those two make sense. It's been so freaking long, I can't remember what lights do what anymore. The lights come in, but not by that much. Let's do that. What light is causing that explosion? This one. Don't think I can just play with the minimum value to fix it. No. Oh. That wasn't really, wasn't it? Yeah, it already was. But really, this light is pretty minor compared to any others. I could just get rid of it. Yeah. I'd rather the light rays than compared to the light itself. Before rainbow comes in, it is clipping a little bit. See if we do 36, 36, 12. Okay, I gotta dumb it down again. I want to have it fade a bit more as it comes in the window. Kind of like that. It's not really coming through the window though. That's what I kind of like about that. Take that same one, back it out the window a bit, turn it so it's stronger overall, and then drop that intensity. So say we 2 to 1.0.75 maybe. I want to put it in the window. This. lot of room to pull that through. Might be a bit overdoing it. I think that'll work, but I gotta really dumb it down. I don't want to make the whole thing just glow. Plus I can see it clipping there. Just have to put that outside the window. There's already a little bit of clipping there, but rainbow gets in the way of it, so. Better. I want to get more highlight on her. Okay. I do have a corner volumetric already. Ah, it's a corner. I might be making it too much then. If anything, drop it down a bit. Because I want, technically with the light how it is, Fluttershy is blocking a lot of it, so she should be able to. That just looks like a big black stripe down her face, though. That's not the one that's remaining. They're together. What's the one that's sitting on top of her head? Applejacks. You shouldn't be hitting it. Does that balance Fluttershy out better? Yeah, now she doesn't have that giant glowing spot on her head. Did I have one for just her top mane? No, I didn't. Radioactive, I completely agree. Yeah, when it comes to MMOs, the one you play is awesome and all the rest suck. Until that game that you burn out on, then that was the worst one ever and you don't know why anybody still plays it. Way better. I'm just worried about getting all these to actually like work together. I'm kind of worried about her legs there. They really seem out of place with that background now. Where's your main light? Let's actually play with the Uber light for this one. I realize it's clipping the one light, but it'll be an easy fix compared to some of these other ones. But I do want to increase the width and stuff on this one a little bit. So we can cover a little more ground. Okay. At one point, okay, at this point, is it still this light? No. But her hooves go behind her. There we go. That's better. You know what? Actually, no, I never even thought of that. If you guys, because I'm going to be playing the crap out of Fallout 4 when it comes out. If you guys want, I could actually stream that. Because Fallout 4, I mean, I plan to play a crap load of it, and it's comes out. I think it was October, right? Or was it November? I can't remember. Well, around that time, but it was a good bit before, or at least it was before Ciderfest, which is a convention in November. So, if you guys want, I could technically. So, my only worry is about having projects like this to be doing in the time instead. But for Ciderfest, I'm considering not doing a video for that convention because that would basically give me a break from here until potentially Everfree to not have to worry about content. And it's kind of sucked having a video like due every couple months. I like working on my own pace. Oh yeah, that's not done yet. I never actually refined this shot, did I? Break this up too for actor lights. Even these lights are horribly organized. Lights. Okay, there's no windows in this shot, so why do I have window rim lights? Wall light ambient. This one I don't need either. Wall light main. Nope, get rid of that one. Technically the pedestals aren't in the shot. I gotta get rid of the dead stuff for now. Yeah, I really gotta change this camera angle though, because it puts, before the dead it balanced it out, but now I gotta move that camera down, which worries me about Flutter or Rainbow Dash, because she's way up there. This means I don't need those. Here's Pony, lay down all those I don't need. Pedestals not needed. Unlit star only, that I need to keep. Actor lights, that makes sense. Corner volumetric, that I need. Something window I can just remove the numbers. And then for these actor lights, I need to sort these because I like to keep it by Pony. Yeah, it's no, this is not going to be in 60 FPS. This is going to actually be in 24. And there's reason for that. Highlight. And I even did. See, Pinky was organized. Where is she? Well, it's Pinky, I guess. Let me finish this quick. Jack, Jack, and Jack. Okay. No, the 60 FPS. I've done a lot of checks with comments, and it's either the people that like 60 FPS just say it's smooth, but that's not a really good reason. The legitimate people that say that 60 FPS works when there's high intensity stuff. So like for the Full Metal part, they said it worked in the middle, but the rest of it really didn't work because it just felt wrong. 24, I mean, when I did the Fallout video, that was in 24 frames per second. That was, I had a lot of people asking if that was in 60. No, it wasn't, and it may seem weird, but the lower frame rate does give a better feeling, especially when it comes to animation, because you don't want to start bordering on a canny valley. And well, YouTube technically doesn't like if you say, and you're talking about doing the 1/1000th frame down from the main. That's why they have 24.6 or 24.976 and 29.97, which is 0.01. I think it's 1,000th if I remember right. 1,000th frame, so one frame every thousandth. That whatever. I can't remember the reason for it. But YouTube technically is 30. You can render out as that drops, so I can render things out as 24.976 or 23.976. But the problem with that is that YouTube actually doesn't like that. It complains if you put something on there in that frame rate. It wants 24, 30. It might convert it to one or the other, but that's what they want. If I've tried uploading stuff because it was for something else I did that I needed 23.976, and when I put it to YouTube, it actually started saying that there was errors with it. It was nothing to worry about. It was mainly for audio syncing issues because the audio was going to be in 30 FPS timing anyway, but the video was not. But it just means that out of every 1,000 frames, which is if you're running at say 30 frames per second, you're looking at every 10, over a minute, you're going off by one frame, so it's going to take you probably like 10 minutes to go off by 1 second. I had a lot of people that did the follow video. It's not even my most popular video, but it's still my favorite. Luna's Banishment just got stupidly popular for some reason. Yeah, so I was going to play with this camera angle. I already did that camera angle. If I didn't, it worked out well anyway. So this camera has to move down to here. Okay, so that works. I like rainbow back here. Mrs. Beeperton. Yeah. No, the thing is, if you do video stuff, knowing this FPS stuff is important. The way I generally consider it is if I want to make it feel like a video game, 60 FPS. If I want to do a standard normal video, I do 30. But if I want to make it cinematic, I do 24. And the thing is, I really can't show you on a stream because the stream locks your frame rate to something else, and I can't really show a frame rate of on a video without being able to control the frame rate that the video is being shown. So, but 24 to me is ends up providing a much more cinematic effect. And well, there's people that have complained like, oh, but now it's 60s clear, so that means it's better. The thing is that it just doesn't feel right. You're making a movie. You're trying to get somebody engaged. You're not trying to make them. You're not trying to make it realistic. You want to put them in a border between reality and the movie. You want to put them in the middle. You don't want to put them. If you put them too far outside of that, you keep it. They're not engaging. And if you get them too much into the movie, you lose fantasy. Or it's if there's the super real or whatever, or ponies, whatever. If you don't want to make it feel like it's real, you want to kind of find that little border. And so to me, 24 is a good way to help put people there, especially if you're being cinematic. Plus, rendering is a lot easier. You only have to render less than half the frames. So, and I don't know if I actually showed this before. Actually, I don't need to go to YouTube for it. If you look at the settings for this, 1080p Bitrate is how much data is stored per frame, basically, or not per frame. I think it's like I can't remember the exact. I think it's frame per second. Oh yeah, so here it says it stores 8 megabits per second. If you go up to 4K, which is what I like to render at, you get 35 to 45, meaning it's storing way more information per second. But I know obviously that's because of the higher quality video or the higher size of the video. But if you actually look at the size of a 4K video compared to a regular, so I thought I had that for the BronyCon video for Fallout 1. I'll be leaving the stable. Yeah, here. The BronyCon one was, oh, that's actually a bad example because it's WMV. But, I mean, this is 2 gigs for a 7-minute video. But I can't remember the actual size of the other one. But it ended up being that it wasn't an enormously different size. Actually, if you go to 60 FPS, the size difference in the files is actually enormously small. There's not much. But by giving that bigger difference, just saving in a higher video bit rate, that means when it scales it down or transcodes it down, it's working with a better quality. And it gives a much better better quality video for a 1080 than it did if I just run it in 1080. So that's why I do it in 4K. Not for the fact of 4K, but for the fact of having better quality overall. I think about things. Plus, it allows you higher quality audio, but I'm not really worried about that. Plus, the way I see it is 60 FPS. Some people's machines can't really run it, but say I go and I make it so that it has 60 FPS. If people want to run it at 1080 without being 60 FPS, unless there's some kind of random setting they can shut off, you can't. You're basically saying you have to watch this in 60 FPS. Well, if it gave people the choice, I wouldn't mind it so much. But with 4K, it gives people a choice. They can say, do I want to watch this in super HD quality, or do I want to watch it in normal? So there's that too. Bitch. For fixing the lighting and everything, anyway. What I like to do is I'll take this light, put it behind, kind of like that. But I think I might make it a little more yellow. Yeah, that works. Too bright though. Put that as a flat, and then I'm going to take this same one, copy it, paste it, put it between the camera and the ponies. Shoot that down. And then make this the stronger beam version. Because by this, it'll give me the strong beam look, but it will allow it. But by doing that, it'll allow the darkness, the darkened areas to still give a nice clean view of the ponies past that. So like here, I can actually have some control, and by putting it like this, I can make it so that Twilight's face comes up in the darkened area, allowing me more detail without having it be washed out by the lights coming through. Since it's actually turned, I wonder if I can get away with having them fade a bit. Yeah, like that. Yeah, by doing that, I've kept the lights back here. I wish I could do that with the other one, but because they're as bright as they are, I can't. It doesn't really work that way. I think I'm thinking of the Dave Chappelle thing. No, I uploaded videos. I haven't. I've only been doing it in the more recent stuff. But technically, oh no, I can see here. Like I didn't do it with chemistry because when I did that one, it was originally I was considering doing it in 60 FPS, so that's why I rendered it, and then I didn't like how it looked, so I went back and what is it, brighter, deeper blues down there or something. I don't know. I didn't like how it looked, so I just went and rendered it in 30. That's why I did it in 60, so that because I can always just half it and it worked. And that's why the comparison here is in 60, if you didn't know that. And there's a linked video, one thing of bits, but Luna's Banishment, by comparison, is in 4K. And same with Leaving the Stable. Those are both in 4K, but they're the only two I think I have. Did I do All Fly in 4K? Yeah, I guess I did. So, really, the only difference between the two is just render times. So that's why I do it. Why not? If I render overnight, even if I do it on a good setting, I can do this whole video. And if I go through work, that's 16 hours to render. That's plenty of time, even for 4K. Going from 1080 HD to 4K tends to just increase this time by a little over double. Yeah, 4K, you need a little bit of you need a stronger machine to run it. Same with the 60 FPS, tends to not be so much, but 4K that's a lot of pixels being processed. The editing it kind of sucks because I have to turn its quality down to 1/10 on Adobe. Okay, rarity. Okay, because of how I have the lighting here now, I have to really up the ambience for everything. I don't need this volumetric light because I already had one. So I'll keep the light rays there. So rarity ambient. A little bit more. Okay, she's good. Rainbow. Rainbows was like horrible. Probably gonna need a bit more. Also, hers is hiding her legs. Oops. Oops, expand it. Can I put the Z? More, it's not gonna matter. Put her mane up a little bit. Okay. Whoa. There's a light that flickered on Applejack's tail there, but it seems to be so minor. There was some errors, like the like with chemistry, where is it? If you actually look really closely, I have some lighting errors that popped up. Like right here, if you watch really closely, bam, right there. There was a very, 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 very small frame. I wonder if I can catch it. Probably not. But there was a frame that when I rendered it had a lighting issue in it, and I couldn't get rid of it in the renders because of all these models. It just was it was a glitch that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get rid of. Come on, I can get you. Probably not. So, but there's actually, I think there might be some other glitch on this side. I can't remember. Yeah, just a little bit on Cheerly there. Used to be that there's actually a large section that got glitched, but I fixed it by taking the previous frames that I used to do this fading and like cut around them and masked it so that it hit it as much as possible. But for this guy, because in the next shot they fade into showing everybody, I couldn't do that, and I was limited to a very small area, so I couldn't do that. So there's actually a little gliding glitch there, which I know is going to happen at time to time, so I just didn't care. And no, I don't. As far as I know, nobody noticed it, or if they did, they just didn't care because suddenly Twilight just started kicking things' ass. So, oh well. I just realized her like arm is clipping through her body there. Things nobody notices. Or is that one of the black things that's flying? I didn't want to animate a whole bunch of tentacles, so I just animated like 2 tentacles and then just threw a bunch of black particle things at her. That's good enough. No, it wasn't Little Pip. It ended up being somebody that I ended up doing a random texture to that was of a fairly close or similar texture. So, but no, it isn't actually Little Pip. I do have Blackjack back there, though. Okay, is that I think Applejack work? Only thing that doesn't work with him right now is her eyes, but I'm working on that. So then just need Pinky's ambient way up. So Pinky's just like, what? Can't say. That's gonna be. I actually no, that one actually won't suck so much. I could just have to bring her up closer into the shot. I'm gonna go through the lighting before I actually go and do any of the more of the enemy stuff. I like Fluttershy there. I don't know why, but just her subtle movement, and then her hair like attacking herself. Okay, so what rim lights aren't visible here? That one's not. Not. That one's not, which means that one's not either. Wall main light. Okay, I need that. The ambient light. Pedestal light. Yes, I need those. Yeah, Twitch is when it comes to the Twitch stream stuff, doing the follow thing isn't the greatest. Normally the best way is Twitter. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. No, the is Twitter. I do an announcement. DA. I do a journal, and there's also the Steam group. If you actually look at the Twitch thing, down here, this gives it links. So DA Steam, the Steam group right there, and then there's usually an announcement for us, and then you can tell the announcement thing is instant whenever I run it. So that's the best ways to know. It's Twitch's emails. I've heard a whole lot of people getting the emails way later than they should have. Oh yeah, I gotta take Twilight's light here too. Does Twilight even have an ambient light? I don't think she does. She does not, so we will give her one. I've actually considered that if it comes down to, like, for this shot where I have too many lights and I can't do it, or even some of the other ones, I'm going to render it twice with the eyes in 2 different shots, like on the left side and the right side, and then just, like, cut them so that I can use the amount of lights, because I need them. And I used to think rendering twice was annoying, but now that I realize I can just copy-paste the shot with a different lighting or something else and towards the back of the render and just not have to worry about it, and just let it still run on the normal render, I'm like, well, what the hell am I worrying about? I think the main light needs to go up then. Main light works. It just has to be a little bit more defined, I think, to the side of her face. Like that. Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's not looking like it's just slowly melding around. I want to see an actual direction coming from it. This is not the fixed floor, is it? Nope. Probably, like, matched that perfectly, I think. I think that works. Yes, it does. Oops, that again. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, going back to Nukabik's comment. Anytime I have a what the fuck, it tends to be something that, like, is, like, why. So it's the stupid little stuff I do during streams that I don't want to delete. So in this case, what the fuck is Spike running around a circle in the middle of the shot. I can go through some of them here. There's nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. This one I should make it. I'm gonna rename this to the. This one is because Pinky jumps at Fluttershy, or not Fluttershy, at Twilight. It goes kerlump. I replaced it so that instead of that, I had Pinky with knives and jumps and like starts cutting her. So that was for fun. What else do I got here? This one I probably can go with the what the fuck again. This one is for Nom Chicken. Right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong shot, so that'll be getting to that one. Oh no, that was supposed to be for that shot. So, yeah, so this is for Nom Chicken. Nom Chicken was so stupid. So yeah, it was. I don't know what I was doing. So yeah, there was Nom Chicken, and then was that the only one in that shot? Yeah. Oh, I thought I didn't group that, but technically I did. Oh yeah, this one is, I believe, yeah, this is me on Twilight's back. Woo! Ha! Woo! So it's better with all the effects. Woo! Ha! Okay, so we have that. Should be the last group technically. That one I didn't do anything. This one I believe, this is everybody's favorite, but I gotta set this up. That's alright. Wow. I probably should turn this overlay off. If this, how was that? Oh, it's the plane. So there's a plane that crashes. Wow. Wow. So yeah, there's that. That also includes the Twilight Rave Party, which was this. Wow. That's all I asked with the rave party. That was I was seeing something worked and it did, and then I very much regretted it. So so there's that one. I forgot. Fix things up as I go. Here's another. What the fuck was this one? Oh yeah, this is just some simple ones. So like we had some fun with books. So we had the lights. No. And then we got Twilight with the books. So we got books. The book orbit. This is also her doing her book dance. So she likes books a lot. So she dances with books. Yes. Let's have a group of books. What else we got here? This is, yes, Celestial Dragon of Doom. This gets fucked up. But I put Celestia's heads on dragons. Yeah. It's too bright. But yeah, I got the. She got an overbite. She needs braces. But yeah, so there's that on the white dragon. It's a dragon. So now we got Crystal Dragon. I don't know if I have any others. I'm not doing the race car one. If anybody brought that up, I don't like that. That one's more difficult to get. Lyrays. She kind of looks creepy there, like robot rarity. Beep bop boop. You know what? Some of these other shots back here technically had some weird things. I thought one of them right around here. I think it was this shot. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one I had the enchanted book armor. So this is Twilight wearing her all-out protective book gear. It's plus 12 defense and intelligence. So that's her book armor. And then I also had turned Twilight into a princess and had her sing wondrous songs. She's singing. That's the actual Twilight model. I just like stretched it to celestial size. And it actually turned out like halfway decent, other than the like creepy eyes I put on her. Okay, and so yeah, let's not do this again. That was it's a little weird. Well, that's kind of weirder. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have nightmares from this. I don't know why, but I guess without hair, she's even creepy. I think it's actually just the fact that if you don't think of that as a leg, like just there's like some weird like stick coming out of her chest and wiggling. I'm gonna hide this before I can't sleep tonight. And then we got. I don't know if I got any other goofy ones actually. Not there. There. No. No. Oh, there's one here. What the hell is this one? Oh yeah, I had the plane that spun around her head. It was, it's a nice plane. It's the same one that crashed. Maybe it's like telling a story. What else? Okay, you got that's it. There's another like rainbow racing car thing in one of the other ones, but that's what that little like bright purple one is, and it's the only reason it's there. But getting it out of there to view it is kind of annoying, so not bothering. I just didn't have the heart to delete it. All right, back to work. Obviously the lighting on that one is fixed. I really don't like the way her tail looks right here, but I'm not too worried about it either. That one's gonna suck. Screw it, I'm doing the shot first. This shot worked really well when it was without the overlay. Like the placement of her head and everything. It's normally you would say don't put it in the middle, but in this shot I really liked it because without that, putting it like this just didn't feel the same as having it in the middle. But then when I added the bars, it made her feel fat. I don't know why, but for some reason she feels fat, and I think she's a bit insecure. And we don't want Twilight being insecure, isn't that right, Twilight? Yeah, she doesn't want to be insecure. So we're gonna make her not fat. Let's take maybe put the camera back here a bit. Okay, we don't want the camera over. We need it. That doesn't look right. The fart face was removed. That was that was just a goofy thing I did for the one render. But that was what was really funny is because I went and took the that's the early render. So at the beginning of this is what I previewed at a con, and I forgot that she did that poop face. And I was like, ignore the poop face, or ignore that. I'm sorry. I completely forgot that render had that. And so, yeah. That's the poop face. But I randomly throw them around. Okay, so I think I kind of want to have that same zoomed in look. Maybe just back it up a little bit and pull it down. I think if I do that, it feels a little better if having it off center now. It's just it did not feel right having it off center before, or it just I don't know why. It just, and a lot of the times if you just follow your gut, you'll be right more than not. Okay, so that should work. That means that I can't see the floor pentagram, so I can delete it. No, does the @ sign actually do anything on here? Because on Twitch, because I've never actually seen it do any difference. My name is still highlighted whether or not you guys put it with an @. That's all I care about, is at least being able to have it highlighted. Not many actually showing of the stairs behind her, is there? No, it's not. So I think I want to put a light back there. Like this. But I want it to be shadowed, which it is. No, actually I don't want it to be shadowed. I want to kind of be like this, I think. Maybe not. I think I just want to have it down like this. But I want to have it defining the actual stairs. Which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. I need it to be yellow. Trying to just balance out the lighting here. Might be just do this strong angle like this. It's not lighting up far enough now. Or at all. I'm just going to put it like this and drop the Z. That actually would be what I'm looking for. That lighting on the stairs. That's what defines the actual stairs then. Splits them off from the background. So I kind of like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, if you start typing at, does it like auto? Yeah, it actually does. It does auto-complete people's names, doesn't it? Aha! Okay, that's why. Okay, well then that's fine. Do that. I don't care. Do what you want. Apparently you are, right? Yeah. Oh, that volumetric actually did a lot for that shot, for something so small. And that's another thing I learned during, I think in the Full Metal video, but I really started playing around with it on this video. Where's your ambient? Is this really her highlight too? Oh yeah, it is. What's this highlight then? Oh yeah, they're just basically the same thing. But I don't have an ambient. I'm stupid. I know I was trying to save on lights, but also I guess I didn't plan on making it that bright. I want to keep it dark, but not super dark. Not like that. Just keeping it shaded. I'll probably increase their main a little bit. Yeah, that helps. Though, doing the lights for her eyes are going to suck for that shot. Why is this in yellow, though? Because I consider this shot done. Yeah, that shot's done. I can't remember why I kept it yellow. Alright, so now I'm going to modify the eye lighting in this shot to better fit my needs. So copy that one, paste. This is going to be eye light. Left. Hello. Okay, put that right about. There for now. This side's gonna be a little easier to light because of angle, or because her eyes are already hit by the sunlight. And then this one's gotta be locked to her head too. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is your whole eye. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a little. Oh, this is gonna be so much easier. The nice thing about the little twitch is, as long as you keep it in just the right spot, it actually just works. The only thing it doesn't work with is after her eye moves, which is right here. And all I have to do is technically move this one over a little bit. So left. So one at a time. I think it's going to work anyway. Pull that one in a little bit. That one in a little bit. Actually, the other one didn't get pulled in. Just like that. Yes! Alright, now to play with the lighting balances, because just made it bright so I can see what's going on. Okay, so they're a little white. I wonder if I should make them yellower. Yeah, just a little bit. Sorry! The scream my name was funny. I'm working on a video stuff. What else do I do here? Oof. Don't think I like the yellow on the expanded part. I kind of like it for the strong part, but the top part, no, it doesn't work that way. And that, to show that in larger perspective, I mean, this is what it looks like right now, but if I do the whole thing, what did I just do? I think I did some bad thing, no. To make it yellow like that, it just doesn't look right. No, I'm going to keep that white. So I'm going to keep those, that's good to know for future ones. But that means I might actually get away with making these more yellow. No, I kind of like it there. Okay. But I might want to make this eye a little bit brighter. Because being in the sun, having it blow out a little bit would make sense. Same with this one. That's 45. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't want to do too much. And then the left one, I think the whole one would be fine where it is. I'm going to drop it down just a little bit, and then the left, you know what, I'm going to drop down a little bit. Like that. Yeah, so it looks lit, but not like like the other one is. So even then, I might tone them back down a little bit, especially the maybe the white one just a little bit more. Because I don't want her eyes to glow. I don't want to make it look like she's like a mutant. I have superpowers. Whoa. Superpower. Kind of a bashful look. It's kind of cute. Didn't break that, did I? I have an OC, but it's the only reason I have it is so that people have a representation of me to use on other stuff. For like, because I've had people say before, I want to make a picture with you in it. I'm like, sure, but I don't have anything to do with. So, yes, I do. It's a Pegasus. Okay, so this shot. Oh, that's why the shot wasn't done. I didn't finish the mouth. Lamau. Oh, how did I give her Blackjack's legs? Easy. I can actually show you right now. Okay, well, easy in concept. Actually doing it not so much. So I'm going to load 2 models. I'm going to load up Twilight. I'm just going to load up normal. No, that's the old Twilight. Twilight Sparkle. And then I'm going to load up Alicorn. Is it Alicorn? Is that the current version, or is that not? I can't remember. I had like multiple versions of him, her, whatever. So I'm going to take both those. Do you know that this, when you're doing it between 2 normal pony models, is not a, what are you 2 doing? Bad Blackjack. Bad. 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 Bad apple. Bad Blackjack. But no, this works kind of. The only thing that sucks is that the bones. If I actually put these over each other, where is this body? The one thing you'll notice is bones. The shoulder, or most things match up, but there is the left hand bone for this leg is up higher than the actual pony ones, so it makes it difficult to copy cycles from or to animate, because you have to technically animate 2 different types of legs. But to make how I made it this work was. One, well, I'll show you why I did it, but it's hard to explain the logic behind it. It just kind of worked. So, well, for one, I need to make it so that, and this is, it'll actually show you why I have a pony body group now instead, before I didn't. I have to make it so that she has no arm or leg. So I'm going to actually use the scaling, like, to basically hide it. So I'm gonna grab, but if I go and like say scale her left shoulder here, and I know it was actually her right that I used, so I'm gonna keep it consistent. If I go and scale this to 0, it will hide her. I was doing this to Blackjack. Hold on. Stop it, Blackjack. See, bad Blackjack. We're gonna try this again. It works in hiding her arm, but the problem is that actually, like, you lose the shoulder. So instead I had to actually do the scaling from the forearm to make it disappear. Go bam. So now she has a stub. So by doing that, it will like completely suck the model into itself. So I did that with that leg, and then with her back left leg. So I scaled to the second bone and sucked it up. Alright. Now they've been eaten. Though I think with the back leg, did I do that? Same thing? Yeah, I did. So I have the stubs. Now I'm going to like lock certain bones to each other. Not all the bones. The only ones I really need to care about are the ones that the back legs and the front legs are connected to, which means chest 2 and pelvis. So these 2. So I'm going to take the pelvis for that, lock it to there, chest 2, lock it to there, and then I want to make sure they move together. So I'm just going to lock the transform to it too. I think I have to open that up. Yeah. Bam. So I'm going to 0 these 3 by doing that. Not 0. Well, first I'll do this one. So, I'm hiding Blackjack. That's why I can't see it. So I'm going to 0 the transform so that it's going to always stay exactly where Twilight's is, and same with pelvis and chest too. It didn't look like it did anything, but it's because they were already on top of each other. Now I'm gonna just get rid of the stuff I don't care about. If something is locked to something else, it takes on the properties of it, including its scale. So as long as I have certain things locked here, I can scale the whole model down and not have to worry about it. So in this case, I only care about the shoulder of Blackjack and the back leg. So I'm going to go back in here. I think it was the right, no, the other two. So these two, the left back and right front. So I'm going to take the right front shoulder here, and I'm going to lock Twilight's to it. Because I didn't scale that one, because that one's still unscaled, it's still the same size. So I'm going to take the shoulder, I think. Oh, I want to do the thigh too. I think I can zero those two. I don't think they had bad rotations. Okay, so yeah, they are locked to each other now. But that now allows me to get rid of the rest of Blackjack here. So I can now take, then I believe I should be able to scale chest 2 down. Yep. So the one that's locked to Twilight is going to stay the same size. The rest of Blackjack here is going to shrink down. I highly recommend you do not scale this down to 0. It has some weird things it does when you scale this to 0. Just scale it down to something immensely small. So I'm just going to remap this like 0.1, 0.1, and then just go really, really small. So that's not 0. If you actually look in here, and this is the same with the Full Metal one. If I can find it, yeah, there's a very small version of Blackjack sitting right there. And I'm going to do the same thing with pelvis then. So I'm going to add in scale, shrink it down. And I'll have the recording of this up later if you want to watch it to figure out how I'm doing this. Okay, and now you'll see in here, you'll have this. And the reason that I want chest 2 locked is because if you don't, you shrink down to pelvis. It'll shrink all to her butt. And then this arm will try to connect to the butt piece. By having the chest 2 locked, it will at least still go through the center of her body up to that point. So, alright, now you have metal legs. That's basically all you really need to do to get that to work. I think the actual... Oh, and then I also, to save on processing, I would go through, especially since... You can still see that there's the textures overlapping because the actual pony butt piece was turned to look like metal underneath. So it's best to still go in here, add a tribute to the body. And I'm just going to add alpha. That'll get rid of the body texture for the pony. And then now you're perfectly fine. And then I just went and retextured it to have Twilight's key mark too. But stay on metal legs. The only thing I recommend too is if you have this group thing going on, it's a little easier to organize things if you do it where you say, this is, I'm going to call this Twilight, and then call this metal legs. And now you can hide the groups of anything that you don't care about. I don't think I can hide the eyes. No, I can, because it's not really a bone. I can't go in here and say hide a single bone. So that's why I added this second pony body group, so I could actually hide the rest of this. So like on here, all I care about is the legs. So I'm going to hide pony body, pony wings, pony mouth, body, and then even here, I don't care about the metallic front leg and the back right leg. So now all I actually see on this model here is the bones that I care about. And I don't think you want to, yeah. This bone you do not want to use, like, even though for animated legs you need to use these 3. If you use this one, it's not going to move the shoulder, it's only going to move the metallic portion, but not the stub. So for this you have to actually grab her actual shoulder and use it. But then you can see that actually underneath the stub is moving with it. So, and then you have metallic pony. And now if I actually grab Twilight here, everything moves with it. So the problem with this is if you go and like make that, if you plan to use this for a video or something, go and make that model like that is, and then start splitting your shots up. Otherwise, you have to go through all that work every time because you technically can't copy paste because of the locks between shots, which is annoying because I had to go and like remake Twilight a bunch of times because I didn't work that out till later. So that's how you do it. That's how I made Metallic Twilight. Yay. But like I said, if you go and load a so I'm gonna grab Twilight here to get rid of the root. I'm gonna load a run cycle up on here. Okay, so we're gonna spin 51. Okay, so when it first loaded up, obviously the other legs aren't gonna have the animation, but as long as you stay within the same shot. If I select this, just select the leg bones, and I think I'm gonna not select the shoulders. Oh yeah, now that I remember it, I can't actually do that, so I'm going to copy from these ones. Because I can't import the animation to a locked model. Like, I selected the wrong legs there, didn't I? I think I did. Right shoulder. So, okay. So yay, now we have a running pony. But because of that difference in sizes, unless you want to actually go through and edit it, you can see that it's actually disjointing the leg. But since everything is kind of locked, you can technically, like, you can play around with it. It's just the floating leg thing might be a little bit weird. But yeah, that's how you do it. But that metal leg thing, it does have its problems. But anytime I loaded a run cycle, you really can't see that because of the angle. But same thing on Twilight here too, like, because, well, I guess you really don't want to hide the whole groups here, but you can hide technically some of the stuff if you don't need it. But because you need to grab the shoulders, probably best not to hide everything there. There we go. La la la. Oh, nice. I think even in the video, did I get rid of the cutie, the CMC logo there? I can't remember if I did or not. I thought I did. Yeah, I did. There's another. I think the ball's supposed to go in the hole. So, yay. Get rid of those now. I do not know about Project Horizon's audiobook. If you haven't, if somebody hasn't already answered that. But yeah. And Frozen, in terms of like all that stuff, I will have a recording of it. Just know that it's going to be like in the last half hour of the stream. Then you can watch it in slow mo or whatever. So, but that's not just with Twilight. You could do that with any of them. Technically, you could mix another pony that already exists, so you could have different textured legs. It'd be a little weird how they connected, but you could put the head on somebody else. I've done it where you can have it so you can copy like the armor from one type of model to the another. I went and like the female guard that was in the video that was jumping on Discord at the end. Because it was technically a male-female, I needed a female guard, but one didn't exist. So I took the male model, locked it to Rainbow Dash, retextured all of Rainbow Dash using overrides, except for I had to make her tail in Photoshop. And then I also needed a metal leg, so I did the same situation with metal leg. So I had 3 models all locked together to make that one work. But no, I don't know of any Project Horizon audiobook. That's over twice as long as Fallout. That's, if somebody went and made one like that touche. I'm just gonna grab the. See if adding a light to the pillar up here would make a difference. Which pillar is this visible in? This one. really want stair lights back that far? Ah, god damn it. Technically, the light from here goes that far. But actually, the light goes that far, but it's also the camera goes too far back. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm not going to bother with lighting that pillar. I kind of want to have it just focus on her. So let's see, this one's done. So I really didn't do that much today. But some of these shots actually are really difficult to get the lighting to work out right. Especially these ones, Jesus Christ. I feel like that side of the shot might still be missing something, but mainly because it just doesn't seem dark. But it's one of those, look at it again a different day. That might be a bit much with that though. I'm going to drop these down on brightness a little bit. A little better. Just seemed a little strong. The 18th? Oh, it's a Saturday. I don't stream on Saturdays. Happy birthday, but no, I don't do Saturdays. What I would normally do on live streams, the original reason they were made was to help. So that's why I try to, anytime people ask questions, I always try to stop and answer them. Otherwise, it's I work on stuff and do stupid stuff in the meantime. So I am very, very productive during streams. So that's why I like doing them. Like right now, I need to get this video done. So it's a combination of helping stupid and spoilers, basically. But as of norm, it are 9 o'clock. So yeah, sometimes it's not as much about being about showing how to do something specific by way of a question, but sometimes just by seeing somebody working on something, you'd be like, oh, okay, I see how that's done, even if it's not as a question. So I think that's also where it's helpful, is just in watching somebody do something. I learn a lot by just watching people do stuff. I might do a test render of this tonight because I want to see how everything is looking. I think that's light in front of Twilight there is not very... It's too white. That's right, that. That's a little better. I'm going to drop it down in brightness a bit too. That's better. Yes, at this part she's wingless. She's supposed to go when she kabooms here, the wings are gonna go away. It's supposed to be that is there too many lights in that shot again? No, okay, good. It's supposed to be that at she is, what do you want to call that? Sacrificing immortality. Because even an alicorn can't bring somebody back to life, at least not at cost, or without cost. So, I love how Applejack's just like, I'm a leader, bitch. Where's the focus here? Oh, that might be why. Normally, any time the focus is in front of the camera or in front of the focal point, it's more in focus in the stuff just right behind it. So I want to actually put this a little behind Applejack, not in front of. That should help give her a clear look, because otherwise right now Fluttershy actually is the bigger focus. Yeah, that helped a bit. But she's still way in focus here. Or way darker. But look at those eyes. She's so adorable. So adorable. Come hug me, big boy. That look right there is kind of creepy. Five Nights at Fluttershy. It kind of has a ring to it, actually. Anyway, stop distracting me. Oh yeah, I had air conditioning on today, so yeah, you get no planes. Sorry. But anyways, so I'm gonna be down on here because I'm trying to get to bed earlier so that I actually like have sleep. This is a good thing. So I might work out this a little more tonight, but so anyways, I am not streaming tomorrow. If I do, it's gonna probably be impromptu, last minute. Oh god, look, I'm streaming something because I gotta do something after on my way home from work. Otherwise, I am planning on streaming all next week, and I'm planning on working my ass off this weekend. So, as a heads up. But, otherwise, yes, I'm going to call it quits here on this. Refinement takes too long. Closed. 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 Pip. Alright, so I will see you guys maybe on Friday, because that's the big day anyway. So, actually, I'm surprised how many people showed up today for being just an impromptu whatever day. So, so yeah, thanks for coming and stuff. Yeah, bye-bye.